Buckle up. The wildest trucking movies you've never seen. There's something about the open road that captures the imagination. The hum of diesel engines, the gleam of chrome in the sun, and the promise of adventure or trouble just over the next hill. Hollywood has given us a few big rig classic convoys, The Monkey and Bandit, Black Dog, but beneath the layer of asphalt and motor oil lies a hidden convoy of cinematic oddities. These are the other trucking movies, the ones that didn't quite make it to your dad's VHS shelf, but absolutely it deserves a spin. So grab your CB radio, pour yourself a truck stop coffee, and let's shift into high gear. 1. White Line Fever, 1975, before Vin Diesel ever said family. And John Michael Vincent was a family to every overworked to underpaid trucker fighting the man. In the White Line Fever, he takes on a corrupt freight company and shady underworld connections with nothing but grit, horsepower, and a truck named Blue Mule. Big First Blood meets the 18 Wheels of Justice. It's pure 70s rebellion with a chrome-plated conscience. Wise Wealth, the villain literally tries to crush our hero with a fleet of rigs. OSHA, like a word. 2. High-Ballin, 1978, shot in Canada and starring Peter Fonda and Jerry Reed. High-Balling is what happens when the beer from Smokey and the Bandit meets the snow in Ontario. Reed plays a fun-loving trucker, shocker, while Fonda's the stoic sidekick who helps him fight back against the gang of hijackers. There are explosions, CB banter, and more planned in a lumberjack convention. Wise Wild, at one point a truck jumps through a barn for no reason, none needed. 3. Breakdown 1997. Kurt Russell trades his mullet for a pickup and finds himself in a nightmare where his wife vanishes during a cross-country drive. It's less a trucking movie and more a trucker horror. But it deserves its place here because the bad guys are a road crew of big rig operators running a kidnapping racket. Wise Wild, it turns Deliverance into a roadside thriller, with Russell using a semi as a weapon of justice. 4. Rolling Justice, 1987. You want insane? Read Rolling Vengeance. After his family is killed by a drunken redneck king, a trucker builds a monster truck of revenge. We're talking spikes, armor plating, and more testosterone than a NASCAR pit stop. Wise Wild, the hero literally uses a homemade war machine to flatten his enemies like soda cans. It's Death Wish with mud tires. 5. Steel Cowboy, 1978. James Brolin stars as a struggling independent trucker caught between honest work and illegal hauls. This TV movie might not have the flash of combat, but it's all full of heart, grit, and enough moral tension to fill a way station. Wise Wild, it's a trucker drama your uncle swears is based on a true story, and honestly, it might be. 6. Maximum Overdrive, 1986. Stephen King's cocaine-fueled directorial debut meets the server's own rich stop. Machines come alive and start murdering people, led by a sentient green goblin-faced semi. Emilio Estevez fights back with a rocket launcher. AC/DC does the soundtrack. The film makes zero sense, but it doesn't need to. Wise Wild, King himself admitted he was coked out of his mind the entire time. It shows, and we love him for it. 7. Trucker, 2008. A rare, quiet entry in the genre. Trucker stars Michelle Monaghan as a fiercely independent long-haul trucker forced to reconnect with her son. It's heartfelt, character-driven, and doesn't feature a single explosion, which makes it the most dangerous movie on this list, emotionally speaking. Wise Wild, it proves trucking movies can have soul, and still make you want to buy a leather vest. 8. Black Dog, 1998. Patrick Swayze, Meatloaf, and Randy Travis in one movie. That sentence alone should make you curious. Black Dog is a high-octane spiritual cousin to Roadhouse. All diesel, danger, and denim. Swayze plays the ex-con trucker forced into one last job, only to find the cargo isn't quite what he signed up for. Wise Wild, there's a truck duel set to Southern Rock that might just make your speakers explode. Final stop, the open road. Trucking movies have always been more about cargo. They're about freedom, rebellion, and the rumble of engines that go across an endless horizon. Whether it's a monster truck on a rampage, a lone driver out for justice, or a diesel fuel descent into madness, these films remind us why the open road still calls for the to the dreamers, drifters, and diesel heads among us. So next time you're cruising down a deserted highway at 2 a.m., remember, just somewhere out there, another rig is rolling, another story is unfolding, and another forgotten trucking movie's waiting to hit play. Hey there, fantasy and science fiction fan lovers. If you can't get enough of mystical realms, futuristic worlds, and thrilling adventures, then you come to the right place. By subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori, you gain access to an amazing collection of stories that will transport you to realms beyond your imagination. By hitting that subscribe button, you'll never miss out on the latest tales of wizards, time travels, space exploration, and so much more. Our channel is dedicated to bringing you the best in fantasy and science fiction storytelling, and we're always adding new and exciting content for you to enjoy. But that's not all. By subscribing, you'll be also becoming part of our incredible community of fellow fantasy and sci-fi enthusiasts. You'll be first to know about the latest content for the channel that you won't find anywhere else. So what are you waiting for? Join us on this epic journey into the unknown by subscribing to fantasy and science fiction at Story Nori. Today, your next thrilling adventure awaits. Hit that subscribe button and let the storytelling begin. Thank you for being part of our amazing community. We can't wait to share even more incredible stories with you.